Hello, life people. Hello, replayers. Welcome to 60 minutes of crow to handstand. Whenever I say like 60 minutes, I start to get anxious because it's not a lot of time. And crow to handstand, I mean, it's a huge ask. Are you going to get it in 60 minutes? No. Can I make some points for you that hopefully will help you see where you're going right or wrong? Yes. So on my left is my board. The first thing that I wrote on here is crow to handstand has three parts. And because it's such a visual thing, let me demo and see how my body does, not super warm. So the three parts, let's talk about those first, are obviously crow, and you have to straighten your arms. The next part is the actual lift off, where you get the knees off the arms. And then from then, it's a tuck press handstand. You have to push it up, all right? So I just said those three parts. Let's put them into action. Crow with straight arms. And then from here is your actual lift up. So how do you do that? You take the knees off the arms and you bring them together. Usually you should flex the feet when you're starting. Now you can see I'm in a tuck if I'm doing it very clean. From the tuck, you push up towards the straight leg handstand. We're not even going to talk about the reversal coming down because that's a whole other conversation. Now, when I'm writing on the board on the left, I'm like, your problem area is going to be crow pose. But the thing is, this is not a crow workshop. So the dilemma, what to do as a teacher with 60 minutes, right? So I wrote on here for myself as a reminder, it's not a crow workshop, it's a crow to handstand, but your problem is crow pose. So we're gonna look at some things to see why that's a problem. And I'm also going to give you a homework assignment should you want to do it. When you came to this class, you got an email and it was me doing crow pose. You could also press pause in the one you saw me do right now. I would suggest taking a picture or video and putting your crow pose alongside of mine. And I guarantee you that you're going to miss this particular things that we're working on today. And I'll show you. So you are most likely going to look forward. And if you want to play with things as I show, you can. If you've taken my classes before, you know it's like cow versus cat. It's not your fault. You're taught to look forward in your handstands, in your crow pose, but then you want to advance them. And the problem is you have to relearn them. Okay, so put the ego aside. When you're looking forward in your crow pose, and I guarantee most of your crow pose will look something like this. The knees will not be in the armpits, they'll be somewhere here. And then you're gonna look forward and your feet are down here. Cool. Okay, but how are you going to get to a handstand? So if you look at this, everything is maybe going forward, but it's also going down, right? If you look at mine, it's going up. My feet are to my butt. I'm pushing away. My butt is my highest point. See that? And that wasn't a great one because I was doing those funny things. I'll look at the question, but you can start to see the lift. So that's cow versus cat. When you're doing cow, and I would suggest you're with me, you're here. As a human being, what you do to the lower back, you do to the neck. You guys do it with me because they share a curve. So your lower back is dropping. The gaze looks forward. This is how you tend to do crow pose. Maybe, and you can play, you could get the knees into the armpits. But if you're looking forward and the lower back is dropped, do this with me, you can see there's no in hell I'm going to lift my butt any higher. You can't, right? Because look at the lower back. So looking forward in your handstand crow does not help you. Maybe gets you up temporarily, but it's not a good foundation. So let's do the opposite. Just watch one for a second and you can do it with me. How did I do crow to handstand? It's not enough to have my hands on the floor. I have to push into the floor so this front of the body goes in. Now look at my lower back. Look at my whole front body. Simply by pushing the floor away. Do it with me a few times. I just pushed the floor away, right? Now collapse again. Naturally, when you push the floor away, keep doing it with me. What does the gaze do? It drops, you guys. The gaze drops. Then lean forward. That's how I got up. Now, if I keep pushing and engage the butt goes down. See this? See that? Versus this. Do you get it? If you do nothing else out of this class today, this will fix your banana back and it will give you a chance. So those are the things that I want to look at. And let me go back to my board. Now you understand where you're going wrong. So take a look at my crow picture and put yours alongside of it, okay? What I want to work today to get us up from crow to possibly a handstand and get the felt sense of what that may feel like, it's also the things that you need to fix in your crow. So we're going to look at leaning forward. You can't look at this. Half of this is a press handstand, right? So it's not necessarily always your ability. I just showed you if your crow looks like this, how the hell are you going to go past it? You can't. So I want to teach you today the lean, this lean forward. Now, notice when I'm leaning forward, what's happening to my upper back? It's rounding. Look at my feet. They're begging to come off, you guys. They're begging to come off. So I want to teach you the lean, the push out, and this rounding. Do you see my gaze? See my butt? I'm so prepared to lift, you guys. Then I lift the feet to the butt. I don't want to leave them down here and feel super heavy. I lift them. I keep resisting to straighten out the arms, you guys. This is cat pose, but I just showed you. Then I can find that half press. Okay. But if the gaze is not dropped, the lean isn't happening, you're here. You feel really heavy, and then you start doing mental drama with yourself. I'm too old, I'm too fat, my butt's too big, blah, 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 blah. When all you needed to do was cat pose, okay? So whenever you get overwhelmed today, come to all fours and ask yourself, am I doing this or this? Am I doing this? Am I doing this? Okay, got it? Cool. All right, I'm gonna look at the question to see if it helps anything here, and then I wanna warm up and get going. So don't get overwhelmed. You're just doing cat versus cow. Oh, got it. Messages from before. We're good to go. Okay, I already see some of you wanting to go in crow pose, but the thing is, we got to warm up our rest. We have to give the hips a chance. We have to give ourselves a chance because we're adults and we're tight. So let's do that. Starting off our warm-ups, put everything what I said aside and just go to the felt sense of this. Can you begin to feel what I was saying? Let's draw the thighs to the chest. Now, feet together, knees wide. You can take the hands on top of the knees or interlace the hands like this. You are already doing crow, you guys, on your back. Just gently start to go side to side. So from here, already gain some information. Do you have the compression to bring the thighs and the chest together? It's a huge, huge thing for adults that we struggle with, compression. So before you can take the knees off, how is this? Are you comfortable with the knees, the thighs, and the chest coming together? Now let's continue, hands on top of the knees, just circle out. So this is just warming up the hips. From here, let's begin to switch directions. Now, somebody may be flexible. They could do crow with ease, but they don't have the strength. Now let's begin to take the feet up and flex and point. As you point, you guys, pay attention. I really need you in crow pose to point your feet, lift them to the butt, okay? And then just start to circle only with the feet. Rachel, I always think of your feet when I do this still. Switch directions. And then something that helps flexibility-wise is happy baby. When you're ready, bend the knees, grab the insides or the outsides of the feet. Stay or move side to side. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Somebody might have the flexibility to do crow pose, but not the strength. Someone might have the strength to lift, but not the flexibility to do crow. So we're gonna look at how to work around that as well. From here, draw the thighs back to the chest, take them overhead, and rock up just 2 more times, waking up the spine, go back. Coming up, 1 more, take it back. And okay, go to your forearms, and this is too much, just go back to your back, okay? Extend the left leg to straight, right thigh to chest, take it to the right, lower and cross. So you're just circling out the hip. Notice if this is a smooth motion, is it cracking and popping? Then let's switch directions. So go towards the right, bend it. Now thigh to chest right here, you guys. Here's compression again. Twist a bit, extend it, take it to the right, bend it last, twist, extend, keep going. Then use your breath, don't fight if the body feels tight. And let's switch directions or legs, left thigh to chest, take it to the left, extend and cross. So again, just notice when the thighs going towards the chest, you have the ability to do that, to compress. When you finish your next one, switch. So this one, keep it straight as you take it to the left. And then thigh to chest, twist a bit, extend straight, chest, twist, keep going. 2 more times. Always use your breath, it helps you for sure. And release. Okay, this one just right leg straight, lower, and then bend it and lower, up straight, lower, bend, lower, a few more. So could you point the right toes as a reminder? I have to lift my feet to my butt in crow pose. Let me start thinking about that now. Release, switch sides, left leg straight, point the toe, extend, thigh to chest, extend. So the straight would be more like a pike press. The bend, that's your takeoff when you take off the knees from crow. So again, notice, do I have the space to do this? One more. And then let's go full force. We'll look at this later as well, but as you saw me, the lean has to happen always in the handstand, especially in the press, crow to press. So before we get there to see if the rest can do that, let's warm them up. Turn the right one back, then the left, turn it forward and back. Just a few rounds of this. I naturally kind of sway side to side. Do you want to do that? I feel like it helps the hips. And then when you go back next time, let's say, just start to go side to side so the heel, the hand lifts. Whenever I demo, this would be a great stretch to do. Now from here, continue this, or if you have more in you, start to bend the elbow so the heel, the hand lifts a lot, and then switch like so. I obviously love inversions. I do a lot of them, so I'm always mindful of the rest. This warm up here is probably something I do every single time I step onto my mat. And then from here, turn the right one like this, and then back to normal. Left one, so fingers towards the knees, heel the hand forward, back to normal. Right one again. Could you put a little bit of weight and go forward, and then slowly go back, and back to normal. Left one, go forward a bit, go back. Notice it intensifies much quicker, and release. Now, fingers towards one another. Too much to teach in less than 60 minutes now, but make a fist and open. Do this a few times and look at your forearms. Notice how they respond to when you make a fist. So when you're doing that lean, you guys, you have to press to your fingertips a lot so you can utilize your forearms, okay? Don't forget this. From here, but the heels, toes tucked or untucked. Let's make a circle. So this is another good one to do when I demo things. Switch directions. Like you need an hour just for the warm up to have a chance. And then from here, one hand up like this, pull it down. Good for computer, stretches as well. Switch hands. And then let's get into the shoulders. So just from here, inhale, chest up. So you guys, this is like when you look forward in crow, this is what it is. Great for a back bend. Now, if you want to push to a handstand, all right? So exhale, lower and round. This is more of what you want, okay? Notice the chest is concaving, the back body is rounding. Inhale, no, 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 okay? Exhale, round, yes, yes, yes. Inhale, yes for a back bend, but that's not today's topic. Exhale, yes. Inhale, exhale, round, one more, inhale. Now we started off with those cat-cows, exhale, hands down. If you're okay with it, turn your hands back so we can keep warming up the rest. And now think about what I demoed at the start. Inhale into cow. So say to yourself, okay, my lower back is dumping, my gaze is forward. Am I doing crow like this? How the hell am I going to lift to a handstand? Exhale, round, push the floor away. Upper body round, go forward, squeeze your butt. This is how you get there. That's possible. Inhale, cow. No, 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 no. Good for warm up. So ignore to crow and handstand. Exhale, round. Push the floor away. Go forward. Squeeze your butt. Yeah, possible. Turn the hands back to normal. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, cow. Notice you feel heavy. There's no pushing out. Switch this. Exhale. Push the floor away. Upper body rounds. Go forward. Squeeze your butt like crazy. Now, press to the fingertips so much the heel, the hand could lift. Welcome the shaking. That's how you do crow to handstand and press handstands. Inhale, cow. No, gaze is forward, lower back dumps. Pay attention. Do not do this. Exhale, push the floor away. Shoulders over wrists. Squeeze your butt like crazy. Lift the heel of the hip a little. Now that's possible. All right, let's take a down dog. So take the feet as wide as the mat. Since we don't have a lot of time, I want to warm up as quickly as you can. And just start to pedal out the feet. As you're pedaling out the feet, get the information from the body, meaning power the hamstrings, the calves. When you're done with this, you want to just lift the leg, do any funny little fidgets that you have for your own body. And then from there, return the feet as wide as the mat, lift your heels up, bend your knees. Lift your butt by pushing the chest back to the thighs. Keep your fingertips really active. Little chest bounces here. Since you're gonna round, we want to open. Now, for those more open, drag your heels down, straighten out your legs. 5. So just like the hips, you guys. 4. Some people have the flexibility in the shoulders. 3, you know, because this would be easy for you. 2, a lot of you, your shoulders are tight. That's okay. 1, let's walk the hands back to the mat. Keep the feet as wide as the mat. So from here, guys, heels in, toes out. So the toes are just right outside of your mat. Walk your fingertips forward. Inhale, bend the knees, squat as deep as you can. So get some information here. How is this? Here's crow pose. Exhale, parallel your feet fold. If you're more open, bend your elbows, forearms down. If not, don't make that choice. Back to fingertips, inhale, heels in, toes out, squat. Each time, could you maybe move a little deeper? It's okay if the answer is no. Exhale, parallel feet fold. Should you bring the forearms down? Inhale, squatting, fingertips, off we go. Exhale, folding. One more round. Inhale, squat. Exhale, fold. Now on fingertips, walk them back either in line with the feet or just like at a diagonal of the pinky toe if you need space like I did today. Inhale, bend your knees, the arms are straight. So here's that tuck press, you guys. How's it going here? How do you feel? Exhale, bend your elbows, straighten out the legs. Inhale, bend, straight arms. We want to create a strong core fold. Exhale, fold, bend your elbows, release your head. 2 more times. Inhale, sit. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend. Exhale, fold. Then from here, walk the hands forward again. Take a down dog. Bring the legs back hip distance. How are you feeling? And let's walk up to the front of the mat, 4 fold. And then from here, just take your left leg out to the left, wide-legged 4 fold. Now, heels in, toes out. Let's squat bodice. So the first thing you're looking for, again, we want to open up the hips, that the knees are not going over the heel of the foot, okay? Fingertips down, just go side to side for 3. If you're more open, you guys, straighten your legs. Don't force this, you're just looking for some movement. 2. If you're moving like me, let's bring the fingertips down, pointing down on the thighs, and 1. Side body stretch, inhale, find center. Exhale, push the left thigh out, upper body to the right. Inhale, center, breathe, you guys. Exhale, twist the opposite way. Moving on, inhale, center. Parallel your feet and fold. Now, tuck your chin to your chest and take your head through as much as you can, forward your heels. From there, bend your knees. Interlace the hands up. Now, you can stay with bent legs or straighten up to you. Then let's do little bounces here. If the hands touch the floor, stay. Otherwise, just little bounces. Rather than forcing, use your breath. 3. 2, just like I want you to push the floor away for your crow, push the floor away here, you guys, to your feet, so the butt lift. Same concept. 1, release the hands, lengthen halfway up. Let's turn forward, do a round of lunges, and get into it. So fingertips to the inside. Now inhale, bring the knee down, lift the chest up. Exhale, fold, flex your front foot. If you're more open, could you walk the fingers forward? If you're tighter, grab your blocks. Let go. Inhale, knee down, chest up. Exhale, fold, straight legs, flex the front foot. Inhale, lower. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Moving on. Inhale, lunge. Skandasana. So this one, you could be up here with blocks. You could be down here. with no hands or hands. Take it to the back of the mat and then turn to the back, fingertips to the inside. Knee down, lift the chest, take an inhale. Exhale, straighten your legs full, flex the front foot. So again, could you walk the fingertips forward or do you need blocks? Let's go. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. One more round. Inhale. Exhale. Back to Skandasana, so lunge, and then here we go. So hands or no hands, take it forward. One more round, take it back. I love this movement. I teach it in every class. Take it forward. And let's turn to the front. Then forward fold. Bend the knees and round up to standing. So Sally, we don't like, it takes time to warm up. I'm already like, we gotta get going. Let's put our socks on and get to the first drill now that we are more warm. Okay, so if you have sensitive feet, with socks, just take a blanket and place your feet on top of the blanket, all right? Because you're gonna drag yourself. So let's think back to what I said. I said study your crow picture because I know it's missing that rounding, that cat pose, the drop of the gaze, and the lean, okay? Same reason why your handstand falls short, you guys, or you can't press your back here, and you have to be over here. And you're asking a lot of your wrists. And then I also mentioned some people may be flexible. You could squat if you want. Some people are going to be tighter. So squatting is hard for you. Getting your knees right here, like take it out into your armpit. Is that possible? That's going to be tough. And so what do? You skip crow pose. Let's just skip it and work around it, all right? We know it's there and we'll get to it. So watch and then you'll go. Ellavateyoga. For this, you want to turn your fingers out of it. Not like this, but like the index fingers facing the front of your mat, okay? You may also want to look just taking them a bit wider than the shoulders. Now, I have socks on. Do you want a blanket on top? What you're going to do is you're going to round. You're going to squeeze your butt like crazy. And you're going to learn how to lean. So you'll inhale here, exhale, you just drag yourself forward. Thighs to chest. Push it back. Inhale. So when I'm behind, right, I need my shoulders to go over my wrist. I lean, the gaze is down. Now I compress, thighs to chest. I push it back. Inhale. Take a second. Exhale, I lean, shoulders over wrist. Thighs to chest. Push out, you guys. Okay. I'm going to be like, just 3 clean ones, but it's not easy, so I'll set you up again. Hands. Turn your index fingers out, place them down. I do go wider than the shoulders. This is one of the few movements that I do that in. Not a ton, but a little. Okay. So from here, let's have success. Push the floor away, round into cat, you guys. Like really push into the floor. Squeeze your butt. Take an inhale. Exhale. Just take your shoulders over the rest. If you only make it this far, who cares? Now, could you pull thighs to chest together? Then push the knees back and bring the knees back down. Okay, take an inhale. Exhale, shoulders over wrist. Go forward. Good. Draw the thighs to the chest if you can, otherwise stay. Push the floor away more. Great. Press yourself back. Use your fingertips. Knees down. Let's just break it down. One more. Good. Take an inhale here. Exhale, Ganita. Round yourself into cat, you guys. Go forward with the shoulders. Good. Good, you need. Thighs to chest if possible. Good. Now push the floor away. Start to lift your butt more. Yep. Lift the butt. Lift the butt. Nice. And lower back down. Good. I'm going to look at the question. Too hard to do. Well, crow to handstand. I mean, it's a hard pose. Yeah. Not easy for sure. Okay. Let's grab our strap. So because this is the thing, you guys, like I have people in my group that are 7 years old taking a 20-year-old's butt because the 20 years old will go, it's too hard to do. Or the 7 years old has lived some life and will find a way. This is not hard for anyone. Everyone could do this. Everyone can do that. Okay. That's harder, but everybody can do this. It's a matter of your attitude and your outlook. Grab your strap. You're going to do some strap rolls as I demo. So you don't want to involve the neck too much. You just want to open up the shoulders because all of the skills that you want require so much rounding and pushing. To save your rest, but help you understand the same concept, you're going to look at this, keep going on your forearms, so just watch. Now, you're going to bring the forearms down, So hands would go to elbows, that's your check, here you are. Compression, you're gonna wanna walk the knees in if you can behind the heel of the hand. Now, same thing, not gonna go anywhere here, but to the floor. You're gonna push the floor away and round, okay? Lift the knees, bring them together. Then just lean forward, push it back. Lean forward, push it back. So this right here is the same rounding. A lot of times somebody may get crow form balance to crow faster than straight arms. So let's look at it. Put a strap aside. Breathe, take it step by step. Don't decide what you can and can do. Have the experience. Could you bring the elbows down in front of the knees? Now, let's lift the butt off the knee, the heels. Then round, you guys. You're gonna feel restricted here. Round. Squeeze your butt. Keep the gaze down at the knees. Now, lift the knees up a little so they're together. Take an inhale. Exhale, lean forward, shoulders over your elbows. Press to the fingertips and push it back again. Inhale. Could you keep the knees off the floor? Exhale, lean forward, shoulders over your elbows. Push the floor away. Good. Can you push it back? Nice. Let's do one more. Take an inhale. Exhale, shoulders over your elbows. Good. And push it back after that. Nice, you guys, release. So again, if you're looking at, it's the same stuff over and over, so it's part of a bigger problem. If you're looking at your handstands and it's like this, your crow pose is like that, your forearm balance is the same way. So again, a big thing that I teach, look at this. Your neck and lower back will follow each other. Never gonna work when you want to advance. So you have to find that straight line. The drill you're doing right now is the same thing, whether it's crow to a handstand or the forearms. What must I do? What you're doing? Look, my shoulders are going over my elbows, right? Now, I have to pull this in, squeeze the butt. And how do I not crash on my face? I lift the feet and I push out, you guys. It's the same lesson over and over and over, okay? So we're gonna do it again. Watch it, then you'll go. The first thing I wanna do, sometimes you learn when you know what not to do. So start in cow, push the floor away. Notice what happens to my whole front body. Then lean, okay? With the shoulders, the gaze is draw. Squeeze the butt, stay if you need to, or draw it in. Push it back. Pull it in. Push it back. Last one, you wanna go towards the handstand, so push out a bit more. That's it, 3 clean ones, so let's go. So turn the index fingers out some. Explore taking the hands a bit wider than the shoulders. I'm gonna come watch, but start in cow first, so you feel it, you know what not to do, especially if you've been doing that your whole life. Take an inhale there. Take an exhale, push the floor away so the front body pulls to the back body. Go forward with the shoulders. Stay if you need to, or drag the knees side to the chest. Good, Barbara. Good, press to the fingertips, push yourself back. Good, Diane. Take an inhale. Do you need to bring the knees down, or can you go into it? Exhale, lean forward with the shoulders. Good, Nita. Thighs to the chest. Good, Eva. Push it back. Nice, Kim. One more. Take an inhale. Good, you guys. Good, Nina. Exhale, lean forward with the shoulders first. Good, thighs to chest second. Go, Lana. Push out more, lift the butt. And release. Come on down. Okay, you guys, I'm teaching, I'm going, I'm doing, and I'm 45 years old, okay? So I'm like, and I get so excited. Then the question pops up. And then I'm like, that's a bigger problem because it's your gaze. You're just doing 3 sets. Are you breathing? Okay, the reason I can still do this at 45 is the breath. That's the thing that you don't see that helps you. This is a strength thing. So on exhales, push away, you guys. Okay, pull inward. That actually was pretty good. I just wanted to motivate you to keep going. So maybe grab the strap, do those a few. And you just saw me landed from the forearm balance, right? It's the same thing in the handstand, you guys. Here, this is why you always miss it. You're so quick to do this, right? It's the same stuff, that drill right there. What did I have you do? Lean, push away, and bring the thighs to the chest. Look at my feet, they're staying to my butt. Okay, but I'm not here. So same stuff over and over in a slightly different shape. Let's do it so you get it before we add the skill set. Put the strap aside. Bring your forearms down. Could you have the knees right behind the elbows? Does your body compress that much? Now let's lift the butt off the heels, and then as you go forward, you feel heavy. Let's fix it. Push the forearms into the ground like you do with the hands so you begin to round. Squeeze your butt like crazy, you guys. Feel something there. Go forward, shoulders over your elbows. Stay. Where could you lift the knees? Draw the thighs to the chest. Then push yourself back, shoulders behind the elbows. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward, shoulders over elbows. Push the ground away through the forearms. Maybe bring the thighs towards the chest. Push yourself back. One more. Take an inhale, you guys. Good, Barbara. Exhale, lean forward. Good. Thighs towards chest. Do you maybe want to take the knees into the armpits and pick it up? Maybe, maybe, maybe. How's your breathing? Good. And release. Nice, you guys. Okay, let's grab the strap. So you went front and back with the strap. Now let's go sides like this. So when I teach my membership, usually students will do stuff like this in between. Because of time, if I had more time, we would do that drill one more time. Keep doing that. And then if you want to switch to this, you can. I want to get you go into the next drill. So like I said, if you're struggling to do this here, knees to the armpits, you're not going to get the knees into the armpits for crow. So it's already at a disadvantage. So let's get the felt sense of it by faking it a little bit. Okay. Your blocks are going to go this way. Now, this is what works for me. If you're struggling and you're tighter, you could always go higher as well. Okay, watch and then we'll do it together. You're going to start like this. I want your toes on the block, but I want your heels against the wall. Then you guys, again, compression, upper body and lower body coming together. Is that easy for you or a challenge? So my toes are on the blocks, my heels are to the wall. I'm going to walk myself as close as I can for compression, okay? I'm going to get the knees into the armpits as close as I can. So this is what I'm saying. Does this setup work or should you go higher? I'm not going to lift the feet off. I'm just from here going to lean. I'm on two big toes, you guys. Push the floor away so the butt lifts higher and walk. If you feel stuck, space. Walk, okay? That's the felt sense of crow to the handstand without actually having to do it. Walk it back now. So if somebody goes, I can't do it, were you here and you couldn't do it, but did you try this? Then could you do it? You don't have to go all the way. You could stop here and go back. Okay, this is not going to happen, you guys, if I'm in cow. There's no way I can bring the thighs to the chest. So constantly remind yourself, I am doing cow. Okay, I am doing cow. Then, to do crow to handstand, I mean, look at the compression, right? Thighs are to the chest. So everybody's at a different level. Before we try this, as a reminder, we're walking, knees are going to go to armpits, we're going to lift. Not possible, walk forward. Possible, this is what it'll look like. How am I doing that? Cat pose. Pushing the ground away like crazy. Now, how am I going to lower? Like the last drill, I'm going to lean. Okay. All right, don't decide what you can and can't do. You're a human being having a human experience on a Saturday that will never come again. Let's crow to handstand. All right, does the setup work for you? So blocks the medium way, I'll do the setup, then I'll come watch. From here, take a second. You want the heels on the wall, the toes down. Okay, now walk your hands back and place them flat. Take your knees into your deodorant or as close as you can. Drop the gaze, look at your block. Now push the floor away, lean forward, lift your butt. Good, take one leg on the wall, then the other walk. If that feels impossible, walk your hands forward. If you get to a straight line handstand, great. If you stop before that, that's awesome as well. Good, from there, start to walk down, bend the knees. Get that hip tilt, you guys. Squeeze the butt like you do in cat pose. If it feels impossible, walk your hands forward. Nice. After you do one, take a second. Take a forward fold, take a squat. Think about what worked. Peak. Yep, so I can watch. What didn't, try it again. So this is what we're looking for when you're trying again. Heels on the wall, toes on the block. Compression, walk yourself back so you're in a forward fold, hands flat. Is it realistic to get the knees into your deodorant from here? Good, Barbara, or do you need to walk forward to make that happen? Good, Kim. Lean, you guys, lean. Push the floor away. Good. Start to walk, even if it's 1 or 2 steps. Good. As you walk back down, yes, Barbara, where you feel stuck, engage your butt to your heel. Good. Give yourself more space if necessary. Nice. And then come down and watch. So I'm big, like we're just finishing pike press to handstand in my group. I'm big on stimulating things. Again, like you're not, if you could attend a free workshop for 60 minutes and walk pro to handstand, everybody will be doing that, right? It's not that easy. So you have to watch your attitude and you have to understand, how do I start to stimulate the feeling of this? It went pretty well. Watch me, see maybe you're missing links before you go again. So you're stimulating the crow without actually having to do it. You're just asking your body, hey, how's my forward fold? I have to keep my thighs and chest together. How's my forward fold? So I do little bounces like this. Then you're like, all right, understand what you're asking of your body. Hey, knees and armpits. Is this realistic? I'm already looking down on my toes. I'm not leaning with my neck. I'm leaning on my shoulders. I'm on 2 big toes. My feet are begging me for an adventure. But I ate a ton of ice cream last night, so I feel heavy. What do? I push out more and I lift the feet to the butt. Okay. Push out even more. Now, this is where you're picking that up, you guys. You're walking it. Okay. Then from here, I'm asking you to walk it back down. Right about here, you get stuck. So lean. Think cat pose. Squeeze the butt. Barbara, you're doing so good on this. Squeeze, you guys. That brings me back here. Okay. That's what you're training your body to do. Get it? Now it looks like this. Last time, don't rush it. Same thing. I want a forward fold. I want to take the knees into my deodorant. Could I do that here? Or realistically, do I just have to not even, just kind of think it and be here? Okay. Pushing the ground away. Walk forward if you need to, or here. Push the ground away, push the ground away, push the ground away, push the ground away, push the ground away. Re-squeeze the butt. Lean. Walk. This is where you're going to get stuck. Walk your hands more if you need to, but keep the lean. Squeeze the butt, you guys. What is that? Cat. Okay. Overwhelmed, your knees are missing. It's because you're doing this. It's that simple, you guys. It's this versus this. It's that simple. You just got so accustomed to doing this. All right, let's go. I can do this in my sleep and I don't rush it. So ask the questions and I will look at your question right after this one. So ask the question step by step. Your heels are on the wall, toes are on your block. The question you're asking is, how much could you forward fold right now? Can the knees go into your armpits, into your deodorant, or who the hell cares? Shake it. Walk the hands forward, take them in that direction. Good, then lean, you guys. Push the floor away like you want to make a hole through it as you walk your legs up. Good, if you can get to a straight line, nice, Alana, awesome. Otherwise, who cares? Good job anyway. Good, Janine. Squeeze your butt at the top. Good, start to walk down and realize if you're looking forward, hi Mara, you're not gonna make it. Drop the gaze, lean with the shoulders. Where you feel stuck, keep leaning, squeeze your butt. Find that hip tilt, you guys. Good. Rachel, if you can't get up at all, yeah, for you it would be because your compression is so deep. And come on down. All right, let's check the time. Let's check the next drill. Tuck lean knees off the wall. Yes, okay. So teaching like Rachel, who is in my group in Los Angeles, I taught for 15 years. I used to say all the time, I wish I could video you guys so you could see yourselves. Now I teach only online and I have my live community students. Some of you are here, hello. And that's what they do. They post video of themselves so I can look at it and go, fix this at 30 seconds, do that here. Teaching for so long and seeing so many videos, you start to learn strengths and weaknesses for adults and skills like this. Looking down, you're not alone, okay? Like everybody leads with the neck, you guys. Looking down is going to be a game changer for you. Again, just always think, it's so simple. Cow versus cat, okay? This resembles the way you need to right now. Cow, right? My lower back and my neck are always going to follow one another. This resembles cat. So someone might get a handstand like this and hold it for a minute, and then they come to me and they're like, I want to press handstand. How? You're in cow. You are in cow. So if I walk cow up, how would I press handstand, right? So what would I do? Cat. The lean and the resistance, you guys. The lean and the resistance. Okay, so I've been working this with my students like crazy. You can't press from here. You can't handstand from here. You can't curl to handstand from here. You can't do anything from here correctly. So you have to drop the gaze. Lean with the shoulders like you're doing in the last drill. Resist the floor, and now I'm gonna squeeze my butt. Watch how my heels lift. Okay, then I could press. All right, then I can lean and do other cool things. Okay, so this is the drill you're gonna work on next. How do you keep the lean? How do you keep the shoulders over the rest and you push out? And at the same time, how do you keep this? Okay, so if you get tired or overwhelmed, just go to all fours, shoulders over the rest, squeeze the butt, lift the heel of the hand a little, till your forearms burn. If you're like, I want to do it, but I don't know your health plan or you're freaking out, create a crash pad. Grab pillows, grab everything and do it. All right, enough talking. Here's what it looks like. So you're working on this part. Like just holding this part. So knee to knee is your setup. Please don't go all the way to a handstand and bend back up. Just knee to knee. From here, lift. I'm back here. Everything I've just told you, right? So it's not going to work. Go forward. Shoulders over the rest, drop the gaze. I'm on two big toes. All right, go forward. Just hold, you guys, hold. For those more advanced, if holding is going well, then take off and go. Watch the eagle. Holding like this is awesome and hella hard. All right, let's go. Don't decide what you can do yet. You're a human being, have a human experience. Take a forward fold. Should you create a craft pad around you? Spread the hands. Are your shoulders tight? Should you turn your hands out a little bit? Let's take knee to knee. So that doesn't make sense. I'm right here, just knee to knee. Push the ground away, lift the other foot, and here you are. You're in the tuck. Your shoulders are behind the heel of the hand. That's why things don't work. We don't want that. Lean forward, shoulders over the wrist. Just a 10-second hold, you guys. Now, go to the checklist. If I tried to lift up your fingertips, I wouldn't be able to. Press them like crazy. Push the ground away. Shoulders in line with the ears. Squeeze the butt. Good knee tuck. And come on down. Nice, you guys. Okay, so let's give the rest a break. But over and over, we want the body to go, I understand, I understand, I understand. So let's give it a drill to help it understand. Stay, please. Now from here, if you're tight in the hips, don't bring the knees together, just stay hip distance, totally fine. Then from here, either knees together or not, start to push the feet forward and lower. That's basically that tuck to straight line. Then lift back up. Good. Then push your feet lower, that's tuck to your handstand. Now thighs to chest, that's your compression, lift back up. Good, push the feet lower, squeeze your butt here, you guys. And lift back up. Good, one more. Push the feet lower. Good, that's the tuck to the handstand and lift back up. Take a second and come into a squat. So squatting took me a long time to just squat and open up the hips. If you're more open, then you can do what you want. Maybe you want a wrist stretch, go like this. If you're tighter, you guys start to push this out. Maybe do some of these as I demo. But again, Until your knees get to the armpits here, curl isn't quite going to happen, right? So if you can hold this, great. You could practice right here. Walk again. The main thing I really saw is you needed to lean more. So as you go up, for those that might have the compression, walk in more. Then take the leap. I mean, you're pretty much going up already. There it is. If you're like, I'm not there, I'm freaking the hell out section. Cool, create a pad, craft pad. Here, push out to here, okay? Lean, you guys, lean. Squeeze the butt, lean, lean, lean. You're here. You're already doing it, you just don't know it, all right? Lean and do it again. Okay, hands down. From there, you are knee to knee. From knee to knee, take one foot up and take an inhale. On the next exhale, still push the ground away so the other foot can lift and meet it. Do you have the compression and the courage to walk in more, or you're like, nope, hell no, this is my limit? Walk in, but everybody start to lean, shoulders over your wrist. Push the floor away. Keep the ears in line with shoulders. Yes, Barbara. Yes, Mina, but drop your gaze. Good. Squeeze your butt like crazy. Nice. Could you keep this lean, damn it, English, and maybe for fun, walk your legs up? Yeah, the drill we were just doing. There you go, Sue. Go, Diane, meet her. And slowly start to walk back down. Really nice, you guys, really nice. Okay, let's look at the squat. We want to do the core. I'll save you this time. So you're doing a continuation of, when you're gonna walk away from this class, take a squat, please. You've now understood your homework assignment is take my crow pose and your crow pose. Is your crow pose rounded, looking down? Are the feet to the butt? Is the butt starting to lift? Or are you doing this, okay? You know that you have to lean and you know how to hold that tuck. You also know how to lean and start to walk up. Now, let's look at the squat here and see how to build something. So we already know the knees are to the armpits like this, right? So if the knees don't go to the armpits, who cares? Just go like that. Otherwise, get them into the armpits. Now, push your hands, and you could go to the wall if you're by one. Basically, you have to think of this, that push up, right? Take an inhale. Keep the knees into the armpits, but exhale, push into the wall or imaginary wall, and then lift upper back round. That starts to be your takeoff. Yep. Then release. Lift the chest. Let's do it again. Take an inhale. Exhale, flex the hands, push into the wall, round. Now start to lift your butt. Keep pushing into the wall. Keep pushing into the wall. Keep pushing into the wall. Good. And lower and release. Good. One more. So you always think when you handstand, curl, everything that you press your hands down and that's enough. No, you really have to push. You have to resist so your butt can lift, all right? Take an inhale, last round. Exhale, hands to the wall. Good, now push. Do you notice the upper back rounding? Keep pushing, start to lift your butt. If you're still alive, then go to your tippy toes. Good. Push into the wall more. Good. Stay on the tippy toes, start to lift your butt more. There's your curl to your handstand, you guys. And release coming up. Okay. Let's get our socks back on. So over and over, every time you get overwhelmed, just stop and go, what am I doing? Cow versus cat. So step-by-step progression, you have all these things. We stepped on the block, so you can always go back, right, and repeat any of them. We started here, you learned how to lean. Then you took it up and walked it, you learned how to do that. Now, you're gonna go up the same way, knee to knee. And either you're gonna have to repeat and just get comfortable with this leaning, you guys. You can go back and forth, but you've got to get comfortable with this. Otherwise, walk it. Okay, so again, compression. Release your toes. Drop the gaze. Lean, you guys. There's your tuck to the handstand, right? Lean again. Lower. Lean. Push up. Lean. Lower. If that's not happening, what could you do? You could walk the hands more if you don't have the compression, okay? And that's fine. Start with one leg at a time. Okay. So either you're walking in, lean, extend, lean, pull in, or not yet. Same setup, just not yet, release. Now, where this is burning on me, doing all those demos, what I told you, the forearms, okay? The forearms and the back body. Look at those muscles, look it up. This is when I say push out, that's what I'm pushing out, okay? Why do the forearms hurt? It all goes back to cat. This. So here on all fours, I'm lifting the heel of my hand. I feel the forearms. I'm pushing the floor away. You see the back body? And I'm leaning. That's all this is, you guys, but it's not this. Okay, it's this. All right, your turn. With that in mind, don't get overwhelmed. That's why I keep going back to basics. Keep the basics. So take a forward fold. From there, knee to knee. You already know this. From there, go up into your cup. Then just be honest and realistic to yourself and respect where you are in today's journey. Should you just lean forward and fold? Otherwise, could you walk the hands closer to the wall and release your toes next to knee? Lean forward, slide both legs, or start to slide one leg at a time. Yes, Rachel. Lean forward, slide back down, keep your butt engaged. Good. Could you do two more? Smina, drop your gaze. Good. Lean forward, slide up. Nice. Barbara, I feel like you don't even need the wall. Lean forward, slide back down. Good. One more. Lean forward, slide up. Lower that gaze, you guys. Good. Lean forward and slide back down. Good. And Svenna, I don't quite understand the distance between the two blocks. Just hip distance if you're asking about the feet. Nice, you guys. And now let's squat again. So there's a lot to learn in a squat. Like I said, the flexibility aspect, but some people are very flexible, and the second you add it to strength, it goes away. So let's look at that. Here we are in the squat. To do that lift, you stay there. It is cat, right? So private parts to belly button, pull in. I'm also engaging my inner thigh. Let's try to find that here. So you're right here. Now go up to your tippy toes. Squeeze private parts to belly button so you lift a little. Yeah, and just hold. Good. If you're like, I'm having a great time on this Saturday, what else could I do? Pick your hands up. Then you guys, shoulders to ears. Squeeze private parts to belly button so this pulls in. 5. That's how you lower. 4. Keep that. Soles to your press and your handstand. 3. Shoulders and ears in the same line. 2. Good. 1. Heels down and coming up. Okay. The heels to the butt. You tend to leave them and you don't think about like they matter. They matter. Here, I ate a pound of ice cream. Heavy. Feet to the butt. Light. So let's find that, because that's the same thing when you press. Just this for 30 seconds. You can grab the wall if you want to, safety-wise. Engage your butt, setting our timer. Just engage it. Again, private parts to belly button hold. That's why I can press. The Michael Jackson. Okay, keep that. Just one foot. Literally try to touch your butt. I was planning this class yesterday. I cramped. Now, shake your butt. Should be hard, you guys. This is the biggest part of the body. Okay, you're trying to crone, handstand on this little things. Keep lifting the feet to the butt. Yeah. Now, shake the butt again. Is it still hard? Do you notice the hamstring? Do you feel it? It's working. Yeah. Nice. And release, switch sides. Take a second. So in yoga, you have all those hamstring injuries because you always forward fold like this. Let's fix that. Right butt feet, engage it. Okay. So engage it. See private parts to belly button? That's everything you're trying to do. All right, let's lift the other foot. So my right foot easily touches my butt. My left one, not as much. Check the butt, is it still hard? Do you notice the difference for you? So the foot has to go to the butt. Keep going, you're on a timer. Yep, keep going, keep going, keep going, but just watch. The foot goes to the butt, it's back here, right? But as I lean, I push out and resist, my butt lifts. Then thighs go to the chest, but look at my feet, you guys. They're to my butt still. If I want to lower, my feet are staying to my butt. Okay. All right, so release. And with that in mind, feel those hamstrings and let's go. Watch one, your knee to knee. You're going up. Please respect if this is where you are. Just lean, stay, or you could even slide from here. More open. Get closer to the actual pose. Lean, slide. Okay, your turn. Four-fold first. How am I doing this? Through breath. From there, knee to knee. Good. From knee to knee, go up. Respect if that's where you are, and just please lean forward and stay. Otherwise, walk yourself in. Slide one leg at a time, then the other, or slide both. Good. Then the sliding is coming from the leaning, guys. Lean with shoulders first, slide second. Good, nice. Could you get two clean ones? Luciana, just drop your gaze. It's what's stopping you from going up. Good. Alana, I feel like you could walk in more to get the shoulder leans going. Nice. Good. Diane, you're too far. I think you need to walk in more to get the leans going. Yep, Sue, lift the butt. Don't lose the hip tilt. Nice, Barbara. And release. Good. Okay, well, we got through a few of my drills on the board. The way I like to teach is I never want someone to feel sad or be like, okay, well, I don't work well with the people that go, I can't do this. I'm like, great, have a nice life. If you're like, I can't do this yet, but please tell me, I'll be happy to do that. So everyone can do something, right? And I love to teach a step-by-step progression. So what was your takeaways today? Someone's like, how'd you spend your Saturday? I went to brunch and had unlimited mimosas. I did a cross handstand workshop. What's that? What did you learn? I learned not to look forward. I learned everything I want to do is in cat. Oh, my hamstrings. Do you feel yours? So you learn to look here. The gaze, here nothing happens. You push the floor away, the gaze drops. The upper body rounds and you lean. Now you have to check, you have the flexibility in your rest to do that. The lower back does not do this. It does this. Pulls in, right? I learned that I'm going to look at my crow picture next to my teachers, me, because I'm your teacher for today, and see, am I leaning? Am I dropping the gaze? Am I rounding? Are my feet lifted to my butt? I now know that I can kind of fake this at the wall and just walk up to simulate what this feels like. I now know if I'm terrified of leaning and I don't have it, I can place my feet on the wall and just work that. Okay. I know I have to be flexible to do crow pose. So if I could get my knees into my armpits here, I can. If I can't, that's okay. There's plenty of poses to work on it. All right. So my comedian and I, this is what we're doing. Training starts on Tuesday. We're training crow to handstand for a month. We're going to take this and workshop it a lot more. You get feedback from me to know if you're on the right track. Now, good work today. Let's do a quick little cool down. Make your way to your back. From your back, let's go back to how we started. Just draw the thighs to the chest. This is a pose I do every single day for myself. So take your feet together, take the knees wide. Either take your hands on top of the knee or interlace the forearms, the hands like this. Sorry, English is my second language. Do the forearms like so, or hands on top of knees. Not that my first language, I probably speak it not so great either. So right here, you guys, you're doing basically crow on your back. You're not looking for the strength, you're looking to see, do I have the flexibility here? Then from here, could you keep thighs to the chest and just extend the legs to a happy baby? Could you pull the knees towards the floor? Can the back stay flat here with the butt on the floor? Here again is the flexibility of crow pose. And then the next thing you're looking for is to be able to do that really good four-fold, right? That's your takeoff. Four-folding on standing up allows you to use the power of your legs. Let's see how it looks like here. Straighten your legs, take them overhead. Could you bring the thighs to the chest? Could the toes touch the floor? If the answer is no, that's okay. Bend the knees, hands to the heels, go to where you can. So here's another way to work a four-fold that's not standing. We had the luxury of time. I like to hold this a little bit longer, but let's begin to make our way down. And create a twist for the spine. So left leg to the mat, twist to the left. Do you want to extend the right leg towards straight? Do you want to grab the opposite leg, or you find how you are? Check questions, stay here as you stretch. I love teaching advanced poses to, especially to teachers. I mean, everyday students, but also teachers, to give them more tools to help out your own students. It can be very overwhelming, but if you keep breaking it down to the simplest things, it's possible. Let's come back to the center and switch sides. So left side to chest, twist to the right side if you want to grab the opposite leg, or straighten the left. The problem usually becomes when I get a new student is it feels like I make their whole world crumble at first to rebuild their foundation. Once you study your crow pose today, please don't be sad if you realize, yeah, I'm looking forward. My feet aren't lifted. You now know better, so do better. It's not that you cannot do something, it's do you understand what it is you're asking of your body? Do you know your strengths? Do you know your weaknesses? And are you willing to work on them? Let's come back to the center and then roll over to our belly's last pose. Okay, so our lifestyle, we're already rounding at a computer, blah, blah, blah. You come to yoga, you do this crazy stuff, and you're rounding again. Do you want to just stay on the belly? Does it feel good for you as a back bend, or come on up to the forearms? Make sure the elbows are slightly in front of the shoulders. If you're tight in the lower back like me, take the feet as wide as the mat or wider. Now, do you want to pull the elbows back and lift the chest? Do you want chin to chest, neck circle? It's a combination of. So the whole speech was take a second to counterpose, whether it's just something like lying on the belly, a sphinx pose like this. If you love handstands as much as I do, take a second to do the opposite. Now stay or join me for bending the knees. If you're bending the knees, make sure that your lower back accepts this and the knees are okay. Then from here, the last 30 seconds, you're welcome to stay on the belly and this one, or release the leg. And come on up for seal pose. So seal pose, you straighten out the arms. I'm right here if you need a visual. Turn your index fingers out, and if the body's comfortable, begin to walk the hands closer towards the hip. Just breathe. We want to take the time to decompress the lower back. I will upload the replay and email it to you guys. Strongly suggest just watch it back. Watch certain points, video yourself on things you're working on. Always when you're studying yourself, just remind, am I looking like cat pose? Just cat pose. As you're coming towards the end of class, slowly go back down to the belly. You're welcome if the lower back feels tight, just to stay there and take a belly shavasana. Are there any other poses personally you want to take to close off your own practice? Should you want to roll over and take a regular shavasana, do so. Be proud of your work. You showed up and you did the best with the knowledge that you have. Allow the body a few minutes to rest before continuing on to the next part of your day. Until we meet again, may we all be at peace.